Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our weekly market analysis session. This analysis is for week 17. That's next week, or rather this week we are in. This is Sunday already. Tomorrow we have holiday, bank holiday, that's Easter Monday holiday. So volatility will be very low in the market. There'll be no much trading activity. In fact, I will advise that you don't even trade. No, don't even bother. Just as what happened on Friday, there was nothing significant that that was traded on Friday. It was just it was a messy price action because of the bank holiday on Friday, which was Good Friday. Tomorrow we have Easter Monday, so it's a public holiday globally. So there'll be no much trading activity. So trading activity will officially start on Tuesday. So pretty much what we analyzed last week is still the same premise for this week 17, because we are still bearish for this new week. The underlying trend in the marketplace right now for dollar index is bearish. So weekly time frame last week, this was all happened, very small movement throughout last week. No much volatility throughout last week, because 2 weeks ago we had a very large candle. So volatility for 2 weeks was really much. So usually when we see things like this, when we have a very large range week, this preceding week might be very small. So we actually anticipated something like that. I was hoping that it would have taken previous week's low, but it didn't do that. It still stuck inside the range, though I elect to see it go lower. All right, it should go significantly lower. Let's see how it trades around this bullish order block here. That's what I want to see. If it takes out the low of the bullish order block, then our target will be met much quicker. All right, that's what I'm looking at. But on the upside, we have an FVG here. I need to take out this. We don't need this anymore. There's an FVG here. This area here is an FVG. So any movement to the upside, we want to see it have some form of resistance inside here. There are several confluences here. You have the FVG here, you have inversion FVG here, you have other block, bullish order block that is now bearish breakout block. So there are about 3 different confluences here. So any movement to the upside, this is where I want to see it trade to. We don't want to see it give up all these CBs. We don't want to see it give up all these CBs. You should trade into this. If it's going up, we should trade into this CB here to go lower. All right, that's the upside objective. Okay, so if we start seeing a reversal to the upside, let's know that this is where price want to get to on weekly basis. Okay, this is weekly time frame. So let's look at what happened last week. So we had the opening here. Okay, this was Friday rather. So we just consolidated all through. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is supposed to be Friday, not Monday. I don't know why it's doing that. It's supposed to be Friday, not Monday. Okay, so this was the activity we had last week, just within that range. Okay. So a movement up to take out this high into this FVG is what I'm looking at. Inside this volume imbalance as well is what I'm looking at. Let me go back to weekly time frame and mark out that FVG properly. So the FVG is here, the low of this candle, which is the high end of the FVG, to the high of this candle, which is the low end of the FVG. Good. So I'm expecting it to trade into this. On daily time frame, this is where I'm looking at. So inside that volume imbalance. So any upside objective, that's where I want to see price trade to, which is also around the 50% of the FVG. Okay, so we are good. That's where I'm expecting price market to trade if it wants to go bullish, right? This is where I'm expecting it to get to. And then be met with resistance to go lower. That's for, let me see, 4 hours time frame, if there's any significant thing to look at. Equal lows can be swept and then reverse to the upside to take out the equal high, and then into this FVG order block here, volume imbalance order block. And then we'll see if we can start spooling lower as we have anticipated. So that let's look at Euro USD. So in same vein, we want to see take out this high, take out this high as well. That high has not been taken. Let's mark it and see. Yeah, it has not been taken. I want to see take out this high and then be met with resistance inside this bearish order block. But on the downside, which is the sell side, we have the FBG, just much like the dollar index. We have the FBG here. This is a BC. So any movement lower, we want to see resistance support here. Price should support it here to take it higher. These are support zone. So we're looking at if it starts going down, but I think it might want to take out this high before it goes lower. Okay, but the market can do whatever it wants to do. So if it starts to go down, this is your want to see it meet some form of resistance before support, rather, I beg your pardon, before it starts to go higher. Daily time frame, everything happened within this range, the high, the low. This is what we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Everything that happened here. So I want to see it go higher, take out this high before it comes down. It does this FVG and then spool higher. Okay, let's go to, so the sentiment is still the same. We are expecting a bullish, we are bullish on euro, we are bearish on dollar, okay? But if we have any reversal or any change in direction, I've shown us the areas I feel the price might get to if it wants to go the opposite direction, okay? This high is where I'm looking at. I want to see it take out this high. It has not done that yet. It took out this one and that's fading this FVG completely. Is at this last up close candle, the bearish order block. So I don't want to see it hold it as resistance. I want to see it trade higher, take out this high. That's what I want to see. So we're still bullish on GBP USD. We're bullish on GBP USD. Want to see it disrespect this CB and then take out these relatively equal highs. That's where I want to see price trade to. If that happens, then we have an FVG here that price can trade to, or this one here inside this breakout block. All right, but we are bullish to take out this high on GBP USD. AUD USD, these are equal highs. We want to see take it out and be met with resistance here, this bearish order block here. So an upside objective as well for AUD USD. NZD, we have, this is where we're expecting it to trade to. So I want to see that at least touch the low end of this FVG. That's our target for this new week. I want to see touch the low end of this FVG. All right. So we're still bullish on NZD, USD. USD card, we are bearish. This is where I expect price to get to. So we are bearish. All right. Has not gotten to our objective yet. We are bearish on USD card, USD, JPY, this low. I want to see it validate. These are equal lows here. I want to see it break through it and then trade to this level. So let's see if it can take out this low this new week 17. So we are bearish on USD, JPY, USD, CHF, monthly time frame. I didn't see anything significant. Now, any movement up, we have FVG here, but I don't think that would be the case. I think it will go lower, take out this low here. So low hanging fruit, one will see the second week. I think this second week. Okay, this is first week. So the first week, that low, I want to see that low violated. This second week, I want to see that low violated. US 5 higher. Last week, we retraced lower, consolidated. We have this, I want to see go higher. We have, this is where I'm targeting, this area here. So I want to see it go higher into this area. Daily time frame. We had Friday of week 15. Then we had week 16 Monday. Tuesday we started going down. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This was to be Friday. I think the indices generally did not trade on Friday. What do I expect? I think I showed us something on 4 hours time frame. Let's go back to 4 hours. This low was what I said shouldn't be violated. And I wanted to see price rally higher. Okay, that if it violates this low, then we'll keep going lower. As long as this low is still respected, I want to see price pull higher. We have this area here. The price should trade to before any movement to the downside. This area here, because we've seen the return back to this low or low. It did that here, and then it went lower. This is just a repricing model. I want to see trade to this level before it starts to sweep lower. They should respect this low here first, then go higher, filling this level before we start to retrace to the downside. But if we break above this, then we'll go higher to clean this buy side liquidity. Let's go to NASDAQ 100 weekly time frame. So same thing for that. So if the low, this low, 4 hours, this particular low here, if it's respected and then price goes higher, want to see it trade to that level, this here, this, and then if you want to take out this side, it's fine, but it should from there go lower. Or if it starts to rally higher, then the buy side liquidity here, it will not be our next target. That means if this particular high is violated to the upside, then we are going higher to clear this buy side liquidity. Same thing goes for US 30. US 30 want to see this low maintained. I want to see it pull higher into this volume imbalance and then meets with some form of resistance to go lower. If it breaks above that, then we're going high to buy side liquidity. Now, remember I told us if this low here is taken out, then we're going to go lower. That's on 4 hours. This 4 hours low here. This low. If this low is violated and body closes, the body of the candle closes below this low, then we are going lower. But if it weaks through it and then rejects, then we're still very much bullish. Okay, until we trade into this volume imbalance. And if the resistance here is strong and it holds price, which is this very short order block, if it holds price, start going lower. But if it breaks through this bearish order block, then we're going to the highs here to clear the buy side liquidity resting above this high. Okay, gold. Weekly time frame on gold. I gave us our target. It has not gotten to our target yet. This is our target. Hasn't gotten there yet. This was last week. It was where I traded to. Took out this and then was headed to this. It has not gotten there. This week is going to break through it. That is around, I think that should be around 3,380, so up to 3,400. I think that's where I expect price to go to, to the upside. That's our upside objective. So I want to see trade through that by this week 17. Okay, daily time frame, what do we have? This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's pulled higher. Thursday, retracement. Friday, we had that holiday. So nothing significant. We have every price as support to send price higher to our objective above. So we're still bullish on gold, BTC, weekly time frame. It was bullish. Told us that we're trading higher into this area to take out the buy side liquidity. Daily time frame, it was just consolidation. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So consolidation, nothing significant. So we still have room to go to the upside, clear this buy side liquidity. Then we'll see if we have willingness to continue higher or want to reverse from that point. So we still our objective for last week has not been met. We just consolidated throughout last week. Nothing significant. So that's it. For dollar index, I want to say price go lower, but if it starts to go higher, this is the area of resistance. For Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, NZD USD, we have upside objective. USD CAD, CHF, and JPY, we have downside objective. Our indices, the 4 hours low that I showed us, should not be violated. If it stays unviolated, if price does not trade below and close below that 4 hours low, then we are bullish to fill in, trade into the volume imbalance that I showed us across the 3 indices. And then for gold, we're expecting upside objective as well. That's our analysis for week 17. I wish you all the best. I advise that you trade with caution. The market is not really smooth at the moment, so let's dial back on our leverage and our risk, okay? When the market is favorable for trending environment, then we can, increase our risk. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next weekend. Good night.